Hey guys, it's me, it's PokemonTripHD, and we are back today with some more TBU action. This is the Battle Union, and this is week number 6. We're going up against Skyrander and the Scandinavian Stoutlands. I recommend you check out Sky in his channel. He is the coach of the Scandinavian Stoutlands. He's an awesome guy, a great battler too. And I just want to say, this battle is being recorded late just because I didn't make enough time for it the previous few days. And it was 100% my fault. I take blame on that. I'm sorry about that. But it's going to go up today, the same day I'm recording this, so hopefully. And yeah, so we're going with Skyrander. If you don't know who he is, check him out in the description. He's the coach of the Scandinavian Stoutlands, and he has such a scary, hyper-offensive team. If you want to see my team that I built for this, go back and watch the team preview that was uploaded yesterday, and I talk about my team. But if you skip that, the team is Mega Medicham, Salt Vested Snorlax, and a leftover Scizor, bulky, especially defensive Arcanine. Breloom, I should redo this, but I'm not. Breloom, Toxic Orb, defensive for the Lando, and defensive Florges. So that's the team, and it's a pretty good team. It matches up pretty well against Sky's team, in my opinion. I was debating bringing Celebi and Dragonite, but I didn't bring either of them this match. This is the first time the whole season that I didn't bring either of them, because I brought them to every single match before this, and this is the first match that I don't have them, and I don't have both of them, so that's kind of weird. We'll see how it goes, though. Looking at Sky's team, Sky has the Lando T, the Thundurus, he has Lando Thundo, he has Empoleon, Gengar, Heracross, and Drapion. So Heracross, we pretty much know it's going to be Scarfed. It's not guaranteed, it could be an SD variant, but we pretty much know it's going to be Scarfed because Sky loves his Scarfed Heracrosses. We know that Sky loves his Scarfed Heracross. So there's that. He brings the Drapion, which I kind of wasn't expecting. I know what Drapion kind of does, like it can knock off, it can Fire Fang, it has some pretty cool coverage moves. It's poison typing, of course, for the Florges. Though Moonblast still does a decent chunk unless he's AV or something, because it's still a neutral Moonblast. Base 95 Moonblast, I think base 95. And it's still going to do a lot of damage. Also, I just want to say I've watched Sky's battle before this, right before I started recording this. And I've seen all his sets and all his calcs and all that stuff. So I'm kind of going to be talking like... I'm talking right now before the match happened, like what I was thinking in my head before the match. But as the match goes on, I'll be telling you guys all the goodies, like all the sets and all that stuff. So... before the match, this is what I'm thinking. I'm thinking it's going to be a Scarfed Lando. I'm thinking it's going to be Life Orb Thundurus. Just regular, probably Chople Berry Empoleon. Probably Life Orb Gengar. Probably Scarfed Heracross. And I don't know about the Drapion. I think it's going to be offensive with Fire Fang and all that good stuff. That's what I think his team's going to be. But looking at his team, his only way to kill Breloom is going to be possible maybe HP Ice from that Thundurus, Sludge Wave from the Gengar, or maybe a... Well, I think a Cross Poison from Drapion still does a lot, but we're defensive. Or an Ice Beam from the Empoleon. So we kind of wall the Heracross and the Landorus with Breloom, which is pretty cool. Arcanine also is really good. He has no switch into Flare Blitz at all. Nothing takes 2, except Drapion if it's a defensive Drapion, or maybe Lando takes 2 if he's defensive. It still does like 30-something% though. If he's not defensive, it does 30-something%. Medicham puts in the work against his team. It puts in so much work. He does not have a switch in. He does not have any walls on his team right now. His only wall is going to be the Empoleon, and that's weak to Medicham's stab, unless he wants Chople Berry, which is what I'm expecting. So that's kind of my before the match, or as soon as I saw his team, the thoughts that ran through my head. Also, I just noticed, do I have 70? Oh, no, I have 100. Okay, never mind. I was just looking on the bottom screen. Anyways, I thought my battle thing was full. So anyways, that's the team preview thing. And let's just get right into this battle. I am doing this live, and I didn't press play live. There we go. Now I press play. I'm recording this live as I'm doing the recording. Anyways, Sky is issuing the challenge. And I decided to lead off with the Medicham, because like I say, it does not have a great counter / check / wall to the Medicham. So I'm going to lead off with Shiva, the Medicham. Also, thanks to Gassy for joining this team. I don't think I said that. Thanks to Gassy for joining the team. He didn't join them all as females, but that's fine. Still got that lady luck. He's going to lead Drapion, which is awesome for us. He's going to swap out into the Lando T, which I find interesting unless he's Rocky Helmet or Lefties or something. We can find out right now what he is, though. We're just going to go for the Fake Out because it's safe. We really don't need to risk anything. If he goes Gengar, we have the AV Snorlax in the back anyway. So I go for the Fake Out. And on this Fake Out, we're actually going to get a critical hit, and that does so much damage. So I instantly know, okay, he's offensive. He's definitely offensive, or he's just not invested. So I'm going to swap out because I think he's Scarfed. If he wasn't Scarfed, we can just go for the Ice Punch and take him out, right? But I'm going to go Breloom since it's the much safer play. And he goes for the EQ, eat it up because it's delicious. Get the Toxic Orb. Oh, I just burped, that was nasty. I'm going to decide, I believe I go for the Toxic here, or I think I go for the Toxic here, because I want to Toxic this Landorus. And he goes for the U-turn, switching up his move so we know he's not Scarf now, which is great. Next time Metacham's in, we can just go for the Ice Punch and take him out. He's going to go into this thing. I actually went for the Leech Seed. I go for the Leech Seed, predicting the Gengar probably, I think. I had this battle like 4 days ago, or 5 days ago, so I'm sorry about this, but I go for the Leech Seed, predicting the Gengar, I believe. And we Leech Seed the Drapion, which is really good since Drapion's kind of scary against our team, honestly. I don't really know what Drapion's going to do. So I'm going to go for the Protect because I just want to scout out what he's going to go for, honestly. We don't really have a wall to this Drapion, which is kind of scary. He's going to set up Toxic Spikes. That's bad. That is bad since it affects everything on our team besides Breloom, since Breloom's Toxic Heal. And Scizor, actually, since Scizor is a Seal type. It affects everything else. It affects the Medicham, the Snorlax. It affects the Arcanine. And it affects the Snorlax. Did I say Snorlax? Snorlax, Medicham, Arcanine. What was the other one? I don't know. I can't remember. What is it? I said Arcanine. I don't know. I can't remember. I'll remember it sometime later. This is terrible commentary. I'm going to go with the Drain Punch just because I want to get off some damage on the GF. And he goes out to Gengar, which is a great prediction on his part. Now, like I said in the team preview, my switch into this Gengar is always going to be Snorlax. I go out to Snorlax because also going out to Snorlax is going to make him want to play some mind games because I have immunities to both of the stabs, being in Scizor and Snorlax. He's going to go with the Shadow Ball, predicting the Scizor to come out, predicting a Sludge Wave, which is awesome. And then he's going to go for the Taunt, which is awesome. I go for the Pursuit because that's my plan to take out this Gengar. I'm really happy he didn't double predicting the Snorlax, and we actually get crit Pursuit. It doesn't really end up mattering since Pursuit did that much anyway. We're max attack Adamant. It's not that it does that much damage anyway. It's going to be a 2 KO, so the crit does not matter at all. So we're just going to Pursue and take him out, and he misses a Focus Blast right there, which is pretty cool. We've been getting some hacks in our favor lately. After all the hacks at the beginning of the season, I'll take this as a little bit of redemption, Arceus. I'll take it. So after you miss that Focus Blast and Gengar goes down from a Pursuit, he's going to go out to the Heracross. I don't want to take a Scarf to CC, so I'm going to swap out into the Scizor. It also gives me an opportunity. Actually, no, I'm going to go out to Florges. Dang it. I go out to Scizor later. All right, so I'm going to go out to Florges, and I know Florges eats up any close combat or anything. He's going to go for the knockoff, which is fine by me. We resist that. He's going to knock off our leftovers, which is kind of unfortunate, but it doesn't really matter all too much because we can either Wish Pass into somebody, or we could double right now, because if we Moonblast, we're going to take out the Heracross, and he can't lose this Heracross just yet. He's going to go out to Empoleon. I think I actually call mine. I call mine. We're a Wish Passing Florges, so we can have some support for the rest of the team. I call mine. I want to see what item this Empoleon is. This is so bad. I should definitely redo this, but I'm not. I'm going to call mine. I want to try finding out what item this Empoleon is, and the best way to find out what item this Empoleon is go for the Moonblast, see if we see any leftovers. If we don't see leftovers, he's probably Chople Berry. Also, going for the Moonblast shows us that he is probably going to be some sort of, I don't know, not super Spadef, but still somewhat Spadef. I mean, Empoleon has great Spadef anyway, unless we just got a low roll or something. But we're going to go for the Moonblast, or if we got a high roll, excuse me. We're going to go for the Moonblast. Also, we did not see the leftovers, which is really, really cool. We're going to go for the Moonblast again. Now he's at basically half, so even if he does have a Chople Berry, a Drain Punch still takes him out for Medicham, so that's awesome. We're going to live the next turn of Toxic with Emma. We're going to go for the Wish that we can pass a Wish into whoever comes out next, really. Anyone that comes out next is going to be fine because we got to pass a Wish. He goes for the Scald. He's revealed Stealth Rock, Scald, and Flash Cannon so far. So his last move is either going to be Ice Beam, Roar, or Defog. I'm not sure which one. So I'm going to go out to Scizor. I'm going to get this Defog off. Got the Defog going. He's actually going to set up Stealth Rocks. He actually outspeeds me with his, which is pretty cool. It means he's sped correct in Scizor. Well, not in Scizor, but a Scizor. So I'm going to go with the Defog, get rid of the hazards, get rid of the Toxic Spikes mainly. That's the one I did not want to deal with. We know he's faster though. So we don't have U-turn, which is definitely unfortunate. You have Aerial Ace and Bullet Punch. He's going to Scald, he's going to get a burn on me. So now the hacks is starting to go backwards, and it's not really bueno. I'm going to go for the Aerial Ace just to kind of make sure that Medicham's Drain Punch can take him out. Because it does, if he has Chople Berry and if he's max defense, a Drain Punch may not take him out from where he was at. So I wanted to Aerial Ace and just make sure that it will. But we get burned, so that kind of just doesn't really work out too well because we needed the full amount of Aerial Ace. But oh well. I'm going to go with the Defog, predicting the rocks. I'm just going to keep on going for Defog. I don't need Scizor around for his team. Other than the Heracross, but we actually have Breloom for the Heracross too, so it's not going to be too big of an issue. I don't have a sip of water. Okay. He's going to go for the Stealth Rocks. I go for the Defog again. Like I said, we're kind of going to have like a little not a little, like a mini stalwart, because I don't want the rocks to be up, because rocks just hinder Arcanine way too much, and that means we have no switch into the Thundurus. So I'm just going to keep on going for Defog. I don't need Haley around, which definitely stinks, but it's just not really needed against this team. Only thing it helps with is going to be the Heracross. Like I said, Breloom is for Heracross too. So he's going to swap out of Empoleon. He's going to go into Balthazar, which is the Drapion. And I just went for the Defog again, and we Defog nothing because we just Defogged last turn anyway, and nothing gets Defogged. But this thing's in. I'm pretty sure he's going to try setting up Toxic Spikes. So I'm going to Defog again, or I could actually pull a swap out here, but I decide I'm just going to Defog. Defog is a much safer play. I just need to get Medicham in here, and Medicham puts in work as soon as it comes out, so that's what I'm going to aim for. He actually goes for the taunt right here, which was really scary, because I couldn't roost. Actually, I went for the roost. I couldn't roost up right there, which also meant that he can just set up Toxic Spikes all over my face, and that is not good, because we need to not have Toxic Spikes up for Arcanine to switch into the Thundurus. We also we can't have Toxic Spikes up on our side because Medicham needs to get in and get some fake outs and get some drain punches off. So I'm going to pull a swap out to Medicham before the Toxic Spikes are up. He goes for the Toxic Spikes of his own, which is fine. I just hit something. I don't know what I hit. But Medicham's here. I'm going to go for the fake out because 2 drain punches have a roll at knocking him out. I don't really want to risk a roll when I could just fake out and then double drain punch and guaranteed to take him out. There's not really any point to risking that roll when I can just do this and take him out for sure. So now I'm going to go for my drain punches. Both of them will take him out. I was also kind of fearing Protect from this thing, but he didn't show Protect, so probably doesn't carry it. We saw Poison Jab. We saw Did we see Knockoff? I'm not sure if we did. I think we did. And then we saw the Taunt. No Toxic Spikes. Did we see Knockoff? I don't know. I go to the drain punch again, and we take out the Balthazar. So down goes the Drapion, which is great. We're in a pretty good position right now. The only thing is, we have no switches into Thundurus Incarnate. We have no switches into Thundurus Incarnate, which is really scary right now. It's funny how we face 2 Thunduruses back-to-back. Thundo T, Thundo I don't know. He goes out to Lando. We know this thing is not Scarfed, and Ice Punch will take him out right now. Go for the Ice Punch. He actually hits a Yachi Berry, and we go for the Ice Punch. Is it going to take him out? Is it going to take him out? And it does take him out, thankfully. That crit on the fake out did come in handy, and it takes him out there. I watched the battle after his spread. What the heck did I just say? I watched the battle. I checked out his spread, and the crit fake out definitely mattered. But the Ice Punch, it was guaranteed to take him out because it does 104 min, and he was at 102 with his spread. So it was guaranteed to take him out. And yeah, so that fake out crit definitely mattered there. But oh well. I'm going to go ahead and sack off Scizor to the Thundurus, because we don't really have a switch into this Thundurus. If we went for a Nasty Ball there, that would have been in really bad. We could have just went out into Arcanine after and went for the Flare Blitz, because we do take 1+2 Thunderbolt anyways, and that's the main thing that Arcanine is here for this Thundurus. But he's going to withdraw. I don't think that would have turned out good if we went for a Nasty Blob, but he's going to withdraw out into this Empoleon. I'm going to go for the Flare Blitz. Like I said, that's just, he has no switches into a Flare Blitz. It should take out this Empoleon, but we actually don't take it out. He barely lives on a sliver. I don't think it was going to take him out anyways. I don't think it was a roll. I think we got a high roll, which made him barely live on a sliver. So that happens. We can just go for an E-Speed safely and take him out. I'm pretty sure we outspeed him anyways, but doesn't really matter. Even if he swaps out, getting some E-Speed damage is going to be nice. And he doesn't have a point of swapping out at all. Also, in case he was cussed out, I went for the E-Speed. Doubt he would be cussed out, but in case he was, go for the E-Speed, because why not? So we got some more lefties. We are taking 12% from the poison every turn, though, because he doesn't have 2 layers up. He only has 1 layer up, so that's kind of bad. But now he's going to go to Alpha Max, which is the Heracross. We could stay in here in Flare Blitz, but we're not defensive, and we don't have the Intimidate drop. So I'm going to swap out into Juanita Up. Juanita Up takes 2 of them anyway. It does about 59% max. But he's going to close combat. He's going to get a crit close combat, which is terrible for us, because that means that his next close combat is going to be able to take us out, and that's not a good time at all for us. It is not a good time. I'm kind of scared. I don't know what to do. I decided to go for the Protect. I don't know why. It was a really bad play on my part going for the Protect here. I'm not sure why I went for the Protect, but I did. I should have just Drain Punch, and I was going down to the next close combat anyway. I don't know why I did that, but he goes at the Thundurus. Now I go for the Drain Punch because I don't want him to set up a free Nasty Plot, because free is never good. Never good, because there's always like some catch, like pay $5,000 a year, but it's free, right? No. He's going to Sludge Wave. He's going to take out Breloom. I'm going to go Taylor Swift now into the Assault Vest Snorlax. We can't take a Focus Blast. I think he's going to withdraw, though, but he doesn't. He stays in and goes for the Focus Blast, and he misses another Focus Blast. I believe that's the second Focus Blast he's missed, which is definitely unfortunate, but it's only a 70% accurate move, I believe, so It's named Focus Miss for a reason. He's gonna Focus Blast again. He's gonna connect. It's gonna do a lot of damage. It's not gonna take us out since we are AV. It does 49% max to the Snorlax, I believe, or maybe it was 47 max. So we were guaranteed to live that. Go for the Ice Punch this time and take him out. So Snorlax put in work this match. I was really happy with that. But now his only Pokemon left is going to be the Heracross. We're going to have a double down here. Snorlax goes down to the Poison. His only Pokemon left is going to be the Heracross. We pretty much know it's Scarfed, judging by how much damage it did to the Breloom. We know it's either Scarfed or because it was a crit and it only did that much. We know he's Scarfed. He's not Banded. He's not Life Orb. He's not something like Fist Plate or anything. So we're just going to go Arcanine. We can take the hit at -1, and we can just go for a Flare Blitz and take him out. He goes for a Stone Edge. I did not calc a Stone Edge. I calced Close Combat. I think Close Combat... No, Stone Edge does more, because 100 to 200. Yeah, Stone Edge does more anyways, but we live a Stone Edge, eat it up, delicious. And then we Flare Blitz, and we take out the Heracross, and that is going to be the end of the match. Now, the Focus Blast, all right, I'm going to talk about this match for a little while. We barely live on 4 HP, and we get the 2-0 victory over Sky. Now, I'm going to talk about this match for a little while. This was an amazing match. We win the match, so that's 4 we win in a row, which is pretty cool. Definitely enjoyable. We got to 2 losses in a row, and then we got 4 wins in a row, so that's awesome. We are now 4-2. Sky is now 3-3. Sky is in a really tough spot to make playoffs now because he needs to fight with Frito and with Slide to try making it. And also, I believe SS and Sizz are doing pretty good now. But yeah, so this match, there was a lot of hacks in this match, a lot of unfortunate hacks. It didn't really matter too much besides the turn 1 fake out onto Landorus. That was the only hacks that mattered in my opinion. The hacks on Gengar when we got a crit on it did not matter. His crit onto our My Breloom did matter. His Focus Blast misses kind of mattered. The reason I say the Focus Blast misses kind of mattered is because, yeah, Snorlax would have went down to the Thundurus' Focus Blast, but he would have taken Life Orb damage, and I could have just went out to Medicham and faked out. And Medicham takes a hit from the Heracross no matter what anyways, even if it's a Mega Horn. Medicham takes 1 hit anyways, and we eat it up because it's delicious. Also, if he locks himself into Mega Horn, we can just go Arcanine, and it's amazing. Arcanine is guaranteed to take a Thundurus hits anyway, and he's going to have to be taking Life Orb damage, so... the reason, let's see, I don't know. I'm trying to think this through right now. I thought this through a little bit before, but the fake out crit definitely mattered because that let Ice Punch take him out guaranteed because he did have a Yachi Berry. The only other hacks I'd say mattered for us, like on our, like good for us, is the Focus Blast misses on the Gengar and the Thundurus. They are 70% accurate, so I mean, it's kind of like that, but the hacks did matter. I'm not even going to lie. The Focus Blast misses did matter because they would have taken on the Snorlax, though I do think it would have been tricky. The end game would have been tricky because we had Medicham and Arcanine around against his Thundurus and his Heracross. End game would have been really, really tricky if the Focus Blast landed on the Snorlax. The end game would have been really, really tricky. I'm trying to think what would have happened. Because we would have probably sacked Snorlax to Thundurus. He would have taken a Life Orb hit. Then we go Arcanine. Arcanine takes his hit. We Flare Blitz. I think that's what would probably have happened. Yeah, I think that's probably what would have happened. We would have, because we would have sacked Snorlax. Instead of Snorlax killing the Thundurus, we would have swapped into Snorlax to sack him to the Thundurus. And then we go Arcanine and Flare Blitz, and we would take a hit from the Thundurus anyways, and if we swapped out, Heracross would die. So I do think we still would have won if the Focus Blasts have landed on the Snorlax. I do think we still would have won. It would have been a 1-0 though, not a 2-0. I do think it would have been a 1-0 because of the toxic damage. But honestly, it was a great match. Sky is such a great battler, and I don't know. It was a really fun match when I was playing this match. I was on the edge of my seat the entire time when playing this match. I had a ton of fun. I do feel like the hacks kind of evened out because the close combat crit on Breloom was really, really scary. What other hacks? The Scald Burn on Scizor. I mean, it kind of mattered, kind of didn't matter because I didn't really want Scizor. I wanted to win with someone else, not Scizor. So I don't think the Scald Burn really mattered all too much. Overall, I'm really happy with the performance. I think it was such a great match. Also, there's no face cam this time. I forgot to mention that. It was just no face cams. I need to get this up ASAP. Medicham put in work. I'm really happy with how Medicham did this match. I do think I don't know. Hacks kind of played a part in this match a little bit. Like I said, I do think we would have won. The fake out crit definitely mattered. If we did not, I think, wait, I'll count this right now. I'll count this live. Does Landorus T Earthquake take out Medicham? Let's see, because we know he's offensive. He's an offensive Lando. He is Jolly, we know that, because I checked out his team builder thing. We know he's Jolly. Earthquake actually does not take us out anyways, so Actually, I don't think it would have. The crit on the fake out wouldn't have mattered. It just would have made us take a lot more damage. Takes 90%, and then we would ice punch. We would just drain punch after the ice punch and take him out. So I don't know. I do think it was an amazing match, though. It was really, really good match. Because EQ does 90% max. So I don't know. It was a really awesome match. I had a ton of fun. A lot of hacks, which is definitely unfortunate. All you can do is speculate. You shouldn't really speculate. I've been talking for like 5 minutes. You shouldn't really speculate on matches. How the match happened is how the match happened. I really don't like hacks. I hate hacks so much. Like, I really don't like hacks, and it sucks to see hacks. I mean, I like getting hacks in my, I don't know if I like it, but like, you know what I mean? You know, if you get hacks in your favor, you're like, yeah, not bad. If you get hacks, you say, oh, this sucks. You know what I mean? You guys know what I mean. I hope you do anyways. That's going to be the end of the battle. Hope you guys enjoyed. I got hacks a lot, like, throughout the seasons. I don't know. I just keep talking. Hopefully you guys probably just didn't watch this and just skipped it. I don't know. This is a terrible commentary. I just need to get this up. It's been like 20 minutes. I'm going to wrap this up. Yeah, I don't know what I'm saying. Hope you guys enjoyed. If you did enjoy, you know what to do. Please check out Sky. Awesome guy. And I just rhymed right there. Not bad. And then have yourselves a great day. And until next time, have a nice trip.